This is Larry Tobais giving you a call. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for calling, Larry.
Yeah, you bet. Glad to talk to you.
Well, you guys got that big show coming up in Bangor, the Highwaymen tribute show. Now, what can folks expect from that show?
Well, we're doing a lot of the hits of the individual members of the Highwaymen. I'm sure people remember the super country super group, the Highwaymen, with Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Kris Kristofferson, and Willie Nelson.
Absolutely.
So what we've done is we put a show together that sort of plays a lot of those guys' individual hits. And then they had a couple of albums that they did in the late 80s where they played a lot of country standards, and then they wrote a few new songs, The Highwaymen being one of them, Ghost Riders in the Sky being another that they recorded that was a sort of a perennial country hit, and just a lot of their own stuff, too. So we've got all of Willie's and Johnny's and Waylon's and Chris's big hits, as well as their Highwaymen stuff, too. It's a pretty great show. We just got out of rehearsal.
Oh, awesome.
To get up there. It's just amazing.
Awesome. So not only if you're a fan of the Highwaymen, but every single one of those artists, you get to play some of their music. That is fantastic. Awesome.
You know what, man? The hardest thing is deciding what we can't play because there's so much good music that these guys put together over the years between them. And we've got so many songs we want to play, but there's only so much time in a day,
Yeah.
in a show. So
how do you whittle that down to create that set list? Because like you said,
me, man, we're rolling the dice a little bit because we just got out of rehearsal. I'm like, well, I love this song. They're like, well, we do too, but we're running long. And I'm like, well, we just keep adding. We'll play as long as people stick around too. So I mean, I expect we'll go a little longer than what the show is contracted for. We always do. But,
fantastic.
Guys, it's just so much fun. There's such a great country music fan base up there. We were so impressed last year with the people who showed up for the George Jones show that they knew the songs, like word for word. They start clapping when we played the first little, bit of the intro. They knew these great George Jones songs. So I know they'll know these great Highwaymen songs as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I went in there the other day and I was getting some tickets for Sunday's show, and I was fantastic. Like, sit me right up front as close as I can get, and they were like, well, we can get you about halfway through the venue at this point.
Oh, yeah. And it is showing really well. We're doing a show Friday night. There are 2 shows on Saturday, and then 1 on Sunday afternoon. And I think there's still some pretty good seats for the Saturday night show, but everything else is getting snapped up pretty quickly. So I think if people are interested in coming out to check us out, now is a good time to get those tickets.
Absolutely.
I mean, they could sit on the stage with me, but they won't like it because I tend to sweat a lot, and it'll get a little loud up there.
Now, does that tend to kind of add to the overall feel, playing this legendary music in historic venues like the Bangor Opera House?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. First of all, those rooms, those big old opera house rooms, are so historic in the first place. And then you're walking in there with songs that deserve to be played in these large rooms in front of a lot of people. You can listen to them on your radio, which we all do, and you can play them in your house, in your car, which is a great substitute. But there's really no kind of substitute for getting into those big rooms, those big old opera houses, big old theaters like the one in Bangor, and just, with a lot of people and sharing these songs through a big PA system. There's just no comparison, really.
Absolutely.
It's just so much. And the people there at Penobscot are so great, too. So we're just really excited about coming. I can't wait to be there, quite honestly.
It's going to be a good day.
And I wish it was today.
Well, I can't wait for the show, and thank you so much, Larry, for chatting with me today.
Hey, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Absolutely. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Bye now.